Welcome back, everybody, to part two of my newest horror collection update. We'll continue on here with my little Blade plush doll that I picked up in Texas. Kind of cool. See, it's got the knife and the hook. I seen this at one of the booths. Definitely had to pick this up here. I thought it was kind of neat, just to kind of go along with my Chucky and Tiffany plush dolls. But yeah, kind of cool. All right, here's another item I picked up from Texas Frightmare. I just found this to be so damn cool. A cool little collector item from The Ring. Very, very rare, kind of a one-of-a-kind thing. One booth was selling, a lot of really rare, cool stuff, and I came across this for $65. And as you see, it comes in this nice metal case. If we get in on close on this, you see we got the pen with the cassette tape, with on the little stool with the rug. Even got the mirror in there, the wallpaper. I mean, everything down to every last little detail. And of course, we got Samara coming out of the TV, and you see this kind of moves, to kind of give the effect of her like coming out. I just thought that was just so cool. I mean, not like a huge fan of The Ring or anything, but The Ring is definitely a horror movie. I like the movie, and I just found this to be a really unique item. So one of the more expensive things that I bought, but $65, definitely worth it to me. Definitely a cool little thing. And as you see, it's not really big. It's like if you see my hand next to it, not too big. Maybe about 8 inches long, but yeah, I just thought that was awesome. All right, then back behind that ring item, we got a box of the Unlucky Charms. I've been wanting to get this for a long time. A lot of horror collectors have this in their room. And I never knew this, but this was actually based on a movie. And I don't know why I didn't know that. But just kind of a cool collector's look to it. I just love the logos and just everything on here. They're magically malicious, part of an unbalanced breakfast. I always thought this was so neat. And you see here, so look inside for an Unlucky Charms DVD. So the actual movie Unlucky Charms is in here. I've never even heard of it, definitely never seen it, so definitely will be watching that. And then you get a special collector's item gift, and all it is a big package of marshmallows. It's kind of funny, like all these like marshmallows in here you get in the package. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet, but I still got them just in the package. But I always seen collectors have this, and I really wanted it. And I seen it there for like $20, so I grabbed it. Definitely cool. Kind of a one-of-a-kind thing. All right, so I've been wanting to actually get these for a while. I've had these on my Amazon cart. Kind of a cool collector item. As you see, little playing cards. Friday the 13th. Haven't opened these yet, but kind of cheap, like $5. Of course, we got a Nightmare on Elm Street one. Just kind of cool. I'm interested to see what they all look like. I'm probably going to open them up soon, but a Texas Chainsaw Massacre one. Yeah, like I said, about $5 a piece. I thought they were kind of cool. I wanted to go ahead and grab these. Like I said, I've been sitting in my Amazon cart for a while and actually seen them in Texas, at Texas Frightmare at the, what was it, one of the bookstore booths that they had. So I grabbed all three of them. Kind of cool. All right, next here we got a book on Kane Hodder, Unmasked, the true life story of the world's most prolific cinematic killer. Now, I sent my girlfriend through his line to get his autograph on the Victor Crowley mask, because I've met him like 2 times already. So I kind of met him again. I didn't stand in line, but when she finally got up to him, I was just kind of right there. And I seen that they have this book. It was actually kind of spendy, but I said that if I get this book, will you sign it? And he said, yeah. So got him to sign this book over to me. Kind of cool. Haven't read it. Definitely interested in reading it. Like I said, just kind of like a autobiography on Kane Hodder, and just kind of like his life story. Playing in horror movies and playing Jason and things like that. So kind of cool. Got that at the convention. Nothing too fancy here. Picked this up at the convention as well. I think it was actually like 15 or $20, but really cool necklace of Jason's hockey mask. Thought that was pretty cool. It just came out a little strap there, but definitely something kind of neat. So I'm just kind of hung it up here. Might put on a bigger chain and wear it. I don't know. Okay, now if you guys remember this from one of my horror room collection videos, I got this at Crypticon from the Clay Guy. If you guys remember that video, he makes these clay figures, and he was at Texas Frightmare, so I had to grab a couple more figures from this guy because I absolutely love these. Now, I've had this one. You've seen this one before. Here are the two new ones. Bam. So cool. Then, like I said, these are just like the coolest figures. So detailed. This, of course, Victor Crowley from Hatchet. You see the detail work in this guy. Just so badass. Right down to like the dirt on the pants. And they come in these bases with these little things to, stick to the base. Here's a base that he's standing on. So I might stick those to them. I just haven't decided yet. And of course, the collector. Love this figure. There's a lot of different figures I've always wanted to get my hands on. Never could because nobody's ever made them. But this Clay Guy, he does them. Definitely go check him out online, Clay Guy. If you just type in Clay Guy, you'll find his website. But he makes tons and tons of figures, like the human centipede figures, which he didn't actually have them. He was out of them at the convention, but eventually I'm definitely going to order those. But love this figure. Of course, here's his the collector. Just so cool. Like I said, just love the detail he goes into on these figures. Not too expensive, but like they range anywhere from like $40 to $100 depending on the figure. Definitely worth it to me. So badass. Love these figures. All right, here are a couple of T-shirts. I've had these for a long time, but never really got to display them. So I just kind of put them on hangers and hung them up. Here's a Saw T-shirt from the first Saw film. Kind of cool. All these T-shirts are like extra large. Of course, none of them fit me. But of course, one day, soon in the near future, when I lose my weight, I'll be able to wear them one day. And then another shirt that I found many years ago. Nothing like real fancy, just like a standard blue shirt with like a couple horror characters on it. Really faded over the years. Nothing like real special. I just came across this one time at the mall, and it's back when I was first getting into horror movies and picked it up. And then Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3 T-shirt. Kind of cool. I like the Saw is the Saw's family. And then on the back over here, I think it just has the Texas Chainsaw Massacre logo. So nothing special, just a couple of T-shirts that I hung up here. Okay, so something kind of new that I picked up recently. I've always been wanting to get into reading Stephen King books, and never did it, and finally decided to go ahead and pick up some Stephen King books. Love Stephen King movies. Every one of these books that you're seeing here, I've seen every one of the movies, and I absolutely love them. That's why I went ahead and picked out my favorite to kind of start things out. I'd like to at one point try to get, if not his entire collection, at least all my favorites. But I just thought it was kind of cool, just all the standard paperback. Of course, we got The Mist. Definitely had to get it. Haven't begun to read any of these yet, but very soon I want to start reading these. Like I said, I've been really interested in reading all these books. Of course, here's The Shining, The Green Mile, Pet Sematary. Love the look on this one. And then probably the first one I'm going to read, Misery. Everybody always talks about how books are so much better than the movie, and I can definitely believe that. But yeah, kind of cool. Just picked these up, like I said, recently, and definitely going to start reading all these. So, all right, next here we got ourselves a fucking sweet painting I picked up in Texas of the Monster Squad, all the monsters from Monster Squad. Absolutely love this. just like a standard 11 by 17. But of course, you got all 5 monsters from the Monster Squad. We got that glare there. That helps a little bit. Absolutely loved this. They had a really giant one that was more expensive, but I just decided to pick this one up. I really like it. I've always loved the Monster Squad. But there's all the characters. We got Gilman, Dracula, Frankenstein, Mummy, and Wolfman. Yeah, I just absolutely love this poster. It wasn't that much. I think it was like $8 or something. Definitely had to pick that up. Okay, so something kind of new that I did over here with my Friday the 13th posters. Now, I've always had these two. And, I had the 24 by 36 of Friday the 13th Part 1. I've had this for many years. And then I got that one. I think I picked this one up because this obviously is my favorite Friday the 13th film, Part 6. So I had to get a 27 by 40 of that one. Now, like I said, these I've always had. Now, I got this one autographed by a couple people at the convention. Of course, there's Adrian King. They're all dead. It's just awesome. And then I got Tom Savini on the knife over here, makeup artist. So I just thought that was cool. Definitely I'd like to get some more people on this. Sadly, I'll never get Betsy Palmer, who passed away, I think last year. Rest in peace. But yeah, definitely going to try to get as many people as I can on this poster here, but kind of cool. And like I said, this one I've always had. So I went ahead and just kind of moved things around. As you see, I brought my 2 Jason masks over here. And I'm going to kind of make this like my Jason corner. Now, this I got in Texas. Try to get rid of that glare somehow. There we go. I just loved this when I seen it. Another 11 by 17, the NES Jason. Love the colors of this. Thought this was really kick-ass. And had to get this. And then if you look down over here, a couple more 11 by 17s of Part 7 and Part 8. Now, as you see, if I back up a little bit here, the way I did this little section, across the top there, and then down in the corner, I'm going to go ahead and get every single Friday the 13th poster. So after the NES Jason, we'll go 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because, of course, we got 1 and 6 here. And then down below, we continue on with 7 and 8. And then 9 and 10, and 11 and 12. So all 12 Friday the 13th posters. I'm going to be picking all those up from eBay and getting them all in this corner. So obviously, being my top favorite horror series, I definitely have to get all the posters. Now, like some other ones I'd like to get at some point, all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, all the Halloweens, all the Child's Play, just kind of some of my favorites. I'd eventually like to get 11 by 17s of all those sequels too, but that's kind of down the road. But yeah, just thought it'd be kind of cool to make this a little Jason corner.